Or they were just there to show.
Well, shout out to those guys.
So what do you think about guys you've been playing with, even if they're on the other side of the ball, getting their name picked? You know, yesterday Charbonnet, today DTR, Gaines, and Mafia.
I think about what I think about that is getting picked in the draft does nothing but just show everything you've put in, all the hard work, the late nights, the early mornings. You know, all those guys deserve it. It's really just a clear depiction of what they've done. So yeah, I'm really proud of them. Those are my brothers, and you know, they'll be my brothers for life. So. Yeah.
What can you say about Coach Lynn bringing in new terminology, new style? You know, is it too much? Is it similar to what you learned last year?
At the end of the day, defense is defense. Most things are similar, just called different. So small changes here and there, but you know, it's like I said, similar to to most defenses. I feel like you just change the names around, and you know, defense is defense at the end of the day. You know.
How would you assess your personal development last year and then going into this spring?
So last year I was at outside linebacker for I think the first 2 weeks of spring, and then I got switched to inside, and just Coach Norton took me under his wing, tried to teach me in the best way he can, and he's a great teacher. So I think my development from then until now, I got a full year of inside linebacker under my belt, so I really get to show all the things that I've learned throughout the season and the winter off season right now. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I think I have progressed, so I'm just trying to keep going.
What are some of those areas you think you've been progressing in, and what are you still working on?
Well, as an inside linebacker, you know, a lot of people call it the quarterback of the defense. So we gotta know what the D-line's doing. We gotta know what the safeties are doing, the corners are doing. We gotta hit the gaps. You know, read offensive formations. You know, make adjustments. So you know, I say the biggest transition that I've made, or the biggest thing that I've been trying to progress on, is just reads and just knowing everything that goes on, you know, because at D-line, outside linebacker, you know, you kind of got your job and you just try to do it to the best of your ability, but inside, you know, you kind of try to know everybody's job and what they're doing so you can play your job the best, you know.
Last few practices, as practice progresses, it seems the defense gets a little bit more louder and energetic. You know, what can you say about the energy you guys are bringing?
I'd say the heat's been coming out, and one thing we've been trying to say is that the more tired we get, the more lit we get. So you know, we try not to show that we're tired. You know, when we get tired, that's when we want to play our best. So the louder we get, just know we're coming.
Who came up with that phrase?
I think it was more of well, it's for sure the inside linebackers, but it was like a group thing for sure. Yeah. Well, we just want to be the spark, you know, get everybody lit before we go out, you know, just act crazy, get everybody hyped, because you know, when defenses got the energy and flowing, you know, there's not much we can't stop.
When you think back to last season, what's one thing or a couple things that you want this defense to really hone in on and improve on?
I would say just consistency in general. We just want to be on top of everything all the time, and even if things happen, you know, things happen. Ball is ball, but just consistency in general. Just staying on top, you know, keep chipping away.
What's the biggest thing you've learned from Ken Norton?
There's always something to improve on, always something to learn. You think you know something, and then you go out to practice, and you just learn that there's more. There's always more. And Coach Norton, he's a great teacher and very great at simplifying the game and showing you that there's more to do, more to learn, more to work on.
What's the linebacker room like? Like, what are the meetings like? Because it seems like, chaos out there with you guys.
Yeah.
Is it chaos in the meetings, or is it focused?
I would say we have a good split of focus and chaos, or I would say energy, focus and energy. So when there's times we focus, which is usually during film, but when we're talking about plays, we like to get it out quick, you know, be loud with it, act like we're controlling the field in the room, you know. And but our meetings are a good time, to say the least. You want to be in there, you're in there learning, and you're in there just excited to learn about ball, and that's one thing I can really appreciate about Coach Norton. When you walk into that meeting room, you really want to learn about ball, and you know you're going to learn something that you've never even thought about before, because Coach Norton just has so much experience and so much knowledge about the game.
Would you say when you bring it out on the field, it's controlled chaos?
Yes, that's exactly what we've been talking about too. Before spring ball started, we were all talking about how linebackers are chaos. You just want to be chaos, but we're trying to control it. And if we can control that chaos, there's really nothing we can't do.
And this inside linebacker group, you guys added Oladejao. I mean, what does he bring to this defense?
Femi, man, that dude's a baller. Yeah, he's a headhunter, a hitter. He can fill that gap, and he's gonna cover it. So like really, I think he's a great all-around linebacker. I just, yeah, I think we all just got things to work on, just to improve our game. But in general, Femi's just a great all-around linebacker, and I'm so glad he's in the room because the more guys we have in the room that want to learn about the game, want to be great, want to go to the next level, it just brings the best out of us. I want to be great. Femi's gonna push harder. Femi wants to be great, so I'm gonna push harder, and we're getting to a place that we really want to be, and it's exciting.
Who's the biggest film junkie out of all the linebackers?
I would say everybody's a film junkie. You got to be at linebacker position. I wouldn't be able to tell you who's the biggest film junkie, but to play this position, you got to be watching that film day in and day out.
As an inside backer, you're probably really looking forward to the fall and having real full contact and bringing down running backs. Is that something that you're thinking about and you got all summer to think about that when you show up in the fall that's going to be that's going to be cool.
Yeah, as an inside linebacker, you kind of live and breathe to make that tackle, put your head down or put your head down, eyes up, and just drive somebody into the ground. That's something that kind of like just keeps us going. That's just something that gives us energy, gets us lit, and I can't wait. That's one thing I love about football, and when I think about it, it kind of just makes me want to jump around, get excited. Love to hit, can't wait for it. But yes, it's going to be a great time when that time comes.
What's on your bracelets? Is there a specific foundation or?
Yes, so I have a black bracelet that says no limits. I got it from my head coach in high school, and it just, every time I look down on it, like if I'm feeling like I don't want to do something, or I'm feeling like, I already did enough today, I always just think about like no limits. Like there's nothing that I can't do to get better. If I keep going, there's no limit to what I could do or be. And then I got this one yesterday. It's called Be the Match. It was for our drive, where basically you swab, and then if you match correctly with somebody, you get your blood work done, and then you could potentially save a life with someone that has cancer. And then this purple one I got personally from Ray Lewis when I was a freshman in high school. So like just being a linebacker my whole life, wearing that Ray Lewis bracelet just kind of it just brings me to a place where I want to be when I look down at it every time.
You watch a lot of film on him, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I love Ray Lewis. He's one of the best to ever do it. So I do love him, and I watch him all the time.
Thank you.